everyone. I'm going to now explain to you how you can get citations, in-text citations and references into a Microsoft Word document with Zotero. So you can see that I have my Microsoft Word document open here. Again, remember, I use a Mac, so it's going to look a little different from you, but basically kind of the same. And here's my Zotero window, which we're just keeping open just so you can see that it's working. And again, I have my practice folder here, collection here. And this looks a little different because this is my personal Zotero. And I have like top level folders and I can click and you can see all the different collections I have, but I've put those away and we're just interested in practice, which are the 3 PDFs that we downloaded and put into Zotero in a previous video. So let's get started with Microsoft Word. Now, I want to show you something though before we get started. If I don't have Zotero open and I try to enter a citation, look what happens. So in Microsoft Word, I'm going to go all the way over and there should be a Zotero pane, and that will show these Zotero kind of buttons and document preferences. But I'm just going to type something in. This is my first use of Zotero, right, for an in-text citation. I'm going to put a space bar because I want a space where the citation will go. And watch what happens when I click on Add Edit Citation. It gives me an error message. Word could not communicate with Zotero. Please ensure that Zotero is open and try again. It's because I quit out of Zotero, or it's because you don't have it open. So I'm going to open up Zotero, and it will open as a window. Here we go. It's loading. Everything is here. And it's open to practice. And let's try this again now. Now that it's open, this is my first use of Zotero. Click Add Edit Citation. And when you first open for a document, you'll set your citation style. And here it's American Psychological Association, because that's where we set it for. By the way, if you're writing in Japanese, you can reset it to Japanese. I think you can also reset it to different Chinese or Korean, or, I could do German if I wanted. Look, Austrian German, Swiss German, and German German. But we're going to keep it at English for US. Don't change anything here. And then click OK. And it says citation, and it opens this search window. So there are different ways for me to enter the citation. One way is I can just do a search if I know the name of the author or a topic. So for example, if I know that I'm looking for by, this analysis of English vocabulary, and I type in by, it will open and put in this information by 2018. I click return, and here it is. But let's say you don't know. So I'm going to delete the citation. And by the way, to delete a citation, just use your delete key. I'm going to go back here again, add edit citation. And since I'm going to say, I don't remember the name, I don't remember the title, classic view, I click on practice and I say, this is what I want to use. I click OK, and now it's entered in. So let's continue. This is the second time I will use Zotero for an in-text citation. Space again, click on Add Edit Citation. Again, I don't really remember my name unless, of course, you're keeping everything open in another window, but let's go to Classic View. Click and say, that's what I wanted. I wanted Kudo, L2 Vocabulary Learning Strategies. I click OK, and now it's entered. Let's do the last one. This is the last in-text citation I will use for this demonstration. Space again. click Add Edit, go back to my classic view because I can't remember the name, and I'm going to do Vocabulary Learning by Gu and Johnson. Click OK, and now here it is. So I now have my 3 citations. So you're going to have maybe more citations in a paper, and remember, at the end of your paper, you're going to put in references, and that's going to include the references, the source information for your in-text citations. So I go here, okay, and now I go back and I go Add Edit Bibliography, just click, and boom, it's entered automatically for me. References, right? Here we are. Everything has been done for me. Learning strategies, right? Online learning. It gives me the author's names, the year, the right? The journal name, teaching and research, L2 learning strategies. And here, of course, it's not a journal, but it's been done with a HTTPS means it's a website. But I'm now done with my references. That's all you need to do. So what I suggest you do is do exactly what I've done. Go back and practice using Zotero to do in-text citations, right? Please, think about, for example, when you do add edit citation, to practice using both the search field, for example, where you can put in a name or you can even put in a word. Watch, vocabulary learning, and it will look for titles with vocabulary learning. And because I have different articles in my other top level here collection, it's finding those. So it can search for names or titles. So please play with that, and you should be okay. I'm going to take this citation out because I don't want to use it. But I want to show you just one more thing that's really cool. So you make your references section, and I'm going to add just, this is an example of how the references section will automatically update. Now I'm going to add a citation that you did not include. So I'm just going to click my Add Edit, and I'm going to look for somebody I know, which is, Paul Nation, who's very famous in his vocabulary teaching. And I'm just going to click on this here. Okay. And I want you to notice that here, there is nothing in the references for Paul Nation. We only have 3 references for our 3 in-text citations. But watch what happens when I click Return. It says it experienced an error, so don't worry. We're going to try again because sometimes Zotero does make errors. I'm going to type in another name and the effects of repetition, web, and let's see what happens. And look what happened. It added Web 2007 here, and it added it into the references. So the references section will automatically update whenever you want, okay? And don't worry about all these little kind of shading, okay? Sometimes these things happen, but that's to show you how you can insert in-text citations and have references, and you can keep adding, and it will update for you. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone.